Hello, welcome
Welcome
back to
back.
Phaneuf Phanboys.
Yo,
How you feeling today, Alex?
Diego, I feel good.
Feel good?
I feel great.
Oh, you're feeling
Um,
great.
I'm feeling great because for the first time in my life, the Toronto Maple Leafs have a Y next to the team name in the standings. We actually won the division, the Mickey Mouse North.
The Mickey Mouse North, yes.
This is just a great day. Well, it was a great day. Now it's like we're gonna get caught by the Sens tonight, but
Well, yeah, that is true. The Sens are
I would
pretty
actually
nasty.
prefer
Well,
that we
hey,
lose.
Gustafson in net tonight. He's nasty.
Yeah, I would actually prefer we lose to the Senators tonight, to not only cement that Frederick Anderson is not going to be our playoff starter, but also so that the Sens can hopefully finish above the Canucks.
That would be funny.
That would be really
That would
funny.
be really fun. Well, I mean, we're all looking forward to the Calgary Canucks playoff games, right?
The secret ninth playoff series. So the first playoff preview today,
Uh,
Calgary versus Vancouver.
who's
Let's see what the
taking the
schedule is saying.
series
Winner moves on to not
to the draft
getting
lottery?
Luke Hughes. Yeah. So we've got game one is in Calgary. Game 2 in Vancouver. Game 3 is in Vancouver. And the series caps off Wednesday, May 19th, in Calgary.
What is this, like the baseball home and home version?
No, because
Isn't baseball like
Vancouver
game
has to
one?
play the Oilers in the middle of this.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
At 12:30 p.m. Pacific time. Oh, okay. I thought they were playing at 12:30 Eastern. I was like, whoa.
Well,
It's not a good idea.
before we start getting into actual playoff stuff, let's just go
Wow,
around.
they actually are
Oh.
now on a Wednesday, though.
Ooh. Well, let's see when NHL finally schedules more than one playoff game.
They
Boston
will
Capitals this
not.
Saturday.
Big game one.
Big game
They're
one.
gonna have Boston
Only game
Capitals
one.
be the only. That's gonna be the only game, the
That's the
only
Stanley
playoff
Cup final.
game.
Actually, they just canceled everyone else.
Oh, Stanley Cup final is a one-gamer thing.
Yeah.
I think the first playoff game will go to the Bruins. I don't know why Washington's ass. I'm pretty sure it's
No, because
injuries.
Boston nearly beat them last night by playing their like literal AHL team.
They had Swagman in the net though.
Yeah, no, he's actually
Jeremy
insane,
Swagman.
man.
Better than Rask. Better than Halak. Because he's the only Boston goalie that doesn't have temper tantrums. And he's just too cool. And the Caps suck.
Man.
Islanders also suck. Damn, these guys are balls. 71 points. Leafs would be third currently in the East, but with one win, would be first, making the East the actual Mickey Mouse division.
Well, okay. Well, let's slow down there for a sec.
Let's not talk about the Leafs immediately.
Let's not talk about
I'm sorry.
Leafs or playoffs yet. Let's just talk about a few things that have been going around the league.
Okay, the headlines.
Actually. We have seen today David Quinn of the New York Rangers was let go, we'll say, which I think was a good move, honestly.
Get out.
Rangers got a solid roster on paper, you know? Got a coach who can utilize that.
Yeah, it's not even like he's not that bad at,
It's not that bad. He just should have
having good players do good stuff. It's like if you're a rookie and you go to a David Quinn team, I know Vitaly Kravtsov, Kaapo Kakko, and Alexei Lafreniere are salivating right now.
There was a big thing last year about Kakko only playing like 10 minutes a game.
And that's exactly what happened to Laf this year.
Yeah. Well, until recently where Laf finally got put on the ban deadline and he started popping off. Go figure.
Dibs. Yeah.
But
unfortunately for Panarin, Zibanejad, and I don't know. Who's like a shitter on New York that's getting way too much ice time? There's got to be one of those.
Blackwell?
Yeah.
Playing with
You're not getting 22 minutes a night anymore, no matter who comes in, guy. I'm sorry to tell you.
Yeah, but so that I think is an overall good move. And honestly, it's going to be interesting to see what the Rangers do. I expect a lot of moves this offseason, especially with the new GM.
There was such a giant divide between 4th and 5th in the East, 11 points.
Jesus.
I remember when the Rangers were breathing down like Boston's neck
They
for
were
that
like
last
4
spot. What
points
the hell
behind.
happened?
Well, okay, yeah, but the Rangers just like completely threw at the end of the season.
4-6-0 to finish the season. That'll
Yeah.
be fellas.
Uh,
It's okay.
we also know though that John Tortorella will not be returning to Columbus next year.
Gerard Gallant.
You think
Gerard Gallant.
Gallant's going to
Columbus, if you want, it can go one of two ways for Columbus. You either suck it up and you tank, which maybe you should.
Well, they don't have draft picks though. They don't own draft picks.
Exactly.
So
Gerard Gallant. That guy's gonna turn the franchise around.
I think Columbus has like 3 firsts this year, but like this year of all years.
Yeah. This year we're Well, here's the thing. It's like more chances. You throw more darts at the board, and then one's gonna stick.
Hopefully.
Right.
Well,
see,
also,
we're gonna overlook
Laine
the 3
says
first-round picks.
Laine says he loves Columbus and he wants to stay in Columbus.
Laine also says he hates hockey. I don't know if you've seen that quote.
Okay, but here's the thing, though. Laine just happened to say that after Tortorella said he wasn't returning next year. So, I think it adds
Hockey's terrible. Wait, Tortorella's gone? Oh, I'll stay.
That's literally what I just said a few minutes ago, and you were saying Gerard Gallant.
Gerard Gallant! I think they should take him in. I don't understand why he's not employed. I don't understand.
He was with PSN for a bit.
He's literally... Yeah, I don't understand... Like, is he, like, physically violent? I don't understand why he can't keep a job. Like, he'll get the team there, and it's like, thanks for your services. We're going to go hire Peter DeBoer. Or something. Why? Why not stick with a good coach who doesn't suck?
DeBoer's not that... DeBoer's a good coach,
Gerard.
too, though. DeBoer's a good coach. I think it was just I think it was a situation where Vegas was like, we like who we have, but we think this guy's better, so we're gonna act on it.
Yeah, but it's like that's such a weird thing to do.
I guess. Well, I mean, it's not like DeBoer screwed them over or anything. They still went far last year, and they're still expected to go far this year.
Yeah, they will. I think the Avs are underrated playoff chokers, but we can get to that later.
Yeah. And then one more coach, Arizona. We'll be parting ways with Talkett.
Phil Kessel has not stopped crying. Yeah. Phil should go to Edmonton. Why not?
Hey, give McDavid a winger. Why not? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Phil Kessel would be the perfect fit for Edmonton. They'd be so lethal.
True, honestly. He's prime finisher.
And then they can have Rick Tocchet as, like, I don't know, the assistant coach over there.
Hell yeah.
It'd be great. I've never heard Rick Tocchet's name come up. Ever. You don't hear a lot of noteworthy things about the Coyotes. I mean, Connor Godland's season. We just know that
the Coyotes are a broken organization, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Top to bottom. His hardest, but
utter garbage.
Yeah. Okay, but with that done, let's hop into playoffs, and we're Toronto sports. So where are we gonna start?
We're the North, baby.
Podcast.
We are the Toronto media.
Let's jump right into Toronto, Montreal.
Let's talk about the team with the best goal differential in the NHL.
We're just going to put it out there right away.
Wait.
Toronto should win this series with ease.
Fourth best.
Yes, they should win the series with ease.
They should, Diego, yeah.
What I want to ask you right away is what happens if Toronto loses this series against Montreal?
I go to my roof.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. I meant organizationally. Before you say something that we shouldn't say on the internet, organizationally, what happens when Toronto loses this playoff series?
I think you have to fire Austin Matthews and
ship him to Arizona for all of Ekman-Larsson.
Gone. I think honestly, if you lose, there's nothing. What are you gonna do? You just all you can do is cry.
You sit there and cry.
You've tried everything.
Pulls a Pierre Dorian, picks up the glass, whips it at a wall.
You straight up, you just cry. Like, I don't know what you're supposed to do.
I guess you're kind of used
if it
to
leaves.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but here's the: if you lose to Montreal this year, like the team is straight up cursed. You have to relocate. You can't. There's literally no excuse.
Mississauga Maple Leafs?
For the crazy amount of chokage. You have to get like one of those witches to like come unhex the Leafs or whatever. Because if the Leafs can't make it out of the first round, especially against Montreal, who is the 18th place team in the league.
Not even top half of the league.
For context, Toronto is 7th, and after these next 2 games could be as high as 2nd, I think.
Well, shit.
2nd.
Well, shit. Well, I mean, I look at it right now because, like, once again, like, the Leafs should easily win this series.
Yeah, duh. Mm-hmm.
Like, Montreal, they're just not playing good hockey right now.
And they have a lot of injuries.
Anything out of goaltending. They have injuries. The offense is not there, and I don't think Ducharme is running a good system at all yet. He's expected to come back, which is shocking to me. But
coaching stability.
Mm-hmm. So the Leafs realistically should win this series, but if they don't, it is going to be interesting. I think. Well, we already know Freddie's probably gone, no matter what.
Yeah, I think he should be out of here for sure.
Even if you win the cup, Freddie's gone. I think.
But
I think Nylander's gone.
Really?
For sure. If they
I think that Big Four stays together.
So Big Four is in Nylander, Matthews, Marner, Tavares?
No, Alex Kerfoot. Yeah.
Sorry,
I didn't realize there'd be who else?
My bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think they try to move Nylander. I think even Tavares could be in conversations.
No. Where is he going? Who's taking him?
That's fair. At that cap,
Leafs would have to retain 50% of that salary.
Yeah, at least. But I think a lot of pieces you wouldn't expect would be in conversation. And I think the main goal of this is to get a starting goaltender. Because, yes, Jack Campbell's been good, but I don't know if Jack Campbell's your Stanley Cup goaltender. So we
have Joseph Woll still developing, still really young, and I remember he was supposed to. He's supposed to be a stud for sure.
He's like what, 22?
Yeah, and so
but goalies only surface.
As a goalie, 24. He's like, he's 2 or 3 years out from being at all useful.
Unless your name is Spencer Knight or Philip Gustafson, you are not going to play. You're not going to play normal NHL hockey until you are 24 as a goaltender.
I like Spencer Knight. I like the Panthers. I rate the Panthers.
I rate the Panthers too. It is interesting. But
we will get to them later.
I think the Leafs are good. Okay, this maybe should be saved for a manager minute, but
what?
I can see Nylander, a prospect, another roster player.
Don't say Gibson.
No, I was not going to say Gibson. I was going to say Elvis down in Columbus. Elvis Merzlikins.
Oh my God, Elvis Merzlikins is worth Nylander, a prospect, and a pick.
Hey, he's a young goaltender, and he's put up solid numbers with that Columbus team playing in front of him. That's all I'm going to say.
Nylander, a prospect, and a pick.
Wait, I'm going to search up stats for him now because you're making me feel stupid.
So we're talking about 50 points in a 56-game season. No, sorry, I think it's 40. 40 in a 56-game season. A guy like Nicholas Robertson, or that Archizuno guy.
Starting goaltenders cost, man. He's 27. So he still has like.
That's literally an impossible price. That's an impossible price.
Dude.
For Elvis Merzlikins.
Posted a .916 save percentage on that Columbus team this year.
How many games?
He played 28 games.
So he
played over half.
But how many wins? How many wins?
Half.
Exactly half. How many wins?
But he won 8. But he's playing on Columbus.
So shitter. Find a way to win.
Find a way to win. Although at the Frederick Anderson,
Jack Campbell plays behind the Toronto defense. He's like 14-2-1.
Yeah, but he's also playing in the North and behind the Toronto offense.
You are perpetuating this propaganda that the North is bad, and
the North is bad behind Toronto and Edmonton.
Debunked.
Toronto and
they have
Edmonton, the North
the lowest goals for per game. Toronto has 182. Edmonton has 178. This is not some sort of high-flying offensive division. Look, here, if we go to the goals for, Toronto does not sniff top spot. Unless we put up 7 bombs in both of our next 2 games, we are well off Pittsburgh's 196.
All right, whatever.
191 off of Washington. That's insane-o. Toronto's this looks like 6th with 182. Edmonton 178. The Winnipeg is below middle. We have 2 teams in the top half of the league from the North that are top half in goals for per game. Not per game, in goals for. And then you got Montreal, sucks. Ottawa. Ottawa's been playing better. It's and then who's last in the league? It's literally a Canadian team. No, wait, it's not. It's Anaheim. Vancouver.
Literally a Canadian team. Anaheim, my favorite Canadian
It could be. Calgary, 138. And then Jack Campbell. Let's hear this Jack Campbell save percentage. Jack Campbell. Stats and news. Okay.
Shout out to NHL.
Leafs goaltender is 21 games, 17, 2, and 2. 2.11 goals against average, 923 save percentage, 2 shutouts. He's got a 923 on the Leafs in the most offensive.
All right, whatever.
Let's talk about a goalie on a shitter team. One more. Okay. Let's talk about a goalie on a shitter team. Jacob Markstrom. Diego, I'm going to tell you right now. I have not pre-researched this. This could be my point blowing up right in my face, right as we speak. 40 games, 19, 19, and 2, with a 266 and a 905. Not great. But that's 40 games with the Flames. Now let's look at... Hold on. For a comparison, let's get an American goalie. Let's get an American goalie.
American born or American team?
American team goalie.
Kevin Lankinen.
Kevin Lankinen in the Central. He's the starter in the Central Division. No, let's take it from a good team. Marc-Andre Fleury. A mildly good team. Capo Kakkonen.
Kakkonen's not the starter. Talbot is.
Really?
You didn't know that?
No, I did not. Cam Talbot in the West.
Cam Talbot's goated, okay?
259, 916. Wow.
Cam Talbot is goated.
The East is so good. I mean, no.
This is why I have a Cam Talbot Oilers jersey, because he is goated.
Let's move on, Diego. I'm incompetent, man.
Okay. Let's
speed past this.
Talked about what happens if the Leafs lose.
My point is that the North doesn't suck like that.
Okay, anyway, now that we've talked about what happens if the Leafs lose the first round, how far do you see this Leafs team going this year?
I think the Leafs are good for, at the least, conference finals. They could be a cup final team. More than likely, they should be able to beat... We haven't played the Oilers in a while, but the Oilers were still on a heater when the Leafs were playing them all those times. After the Oilers' terrible-ass start, the Leafs are, still 5-1-1 against them.
Yeah, but I think in general, so not just against the Leafs, I think I read this somewhere. I might be completely off of this.
Yeah, the Oilers have been the best team in the North since game number 10.
Right? Or 10, yeah, okay.
Yeah. They went 3-6 in their first 9. They've been the best team in the North since. But even during that span, Toronto is 5-1-1 against them.
Which is pretty impressive. But I am going to just throw out the... So Edmonton is... It was Winnipeg before, but then Winnipeg decided that they're
6-3. They're 6-2-1.
Edmonton is becoming my North pick, all right?
No, we know your foot is in the Edmonton camp. We know this, Diego. This isn't like a secret.
Man, McDavid's going.
If you follow the DP Studios Twitter, you'll see that he thinks that the Islanders and Oilers are in your... No, I know. It was... Whatever. DP Studios Twitter. you'll see that Diego thinks that Edmonton and the Isles are in the conference finals.
Sorry, 1 sec.
Look at him smiling away. Like, we're going to ignore the fact that he thinks the Islanders are going to the conference finals as of 2 weeks ago.
Okay, yeah, that Islanders pick probably was not the best one.
No,
but I'm getting a lot more firm on Edmonton. But under one thing needs to be said first, though. It all depends on Mike Smith.
Mike Smith. Yeah. 100%.
If we get playoff Mike Smith, that could be an issue. But if regular season Mike Smith carries over, Edmonton should have no troubles winning the North.
Not no troubles.
I think
if you need a goalie duel against Toronto in the second round,
Smith beats out Campbell any day.
Smith beats out Campbell.
Unless it's playoff.
If it's regular season Mike Smith. But if both goalies are shitters, Toronto's offense is just better.
Toronto's offense is just better, but Jack was also calling.
Because you just slap Ilya Mikheyev and Wayne Simmons on McDry, and then it's over. It's over.
Jack was also calling.
Who's going to win it for him?
But the Edmonton defense is better than the Toronto defense.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
They are, and I think that, along with McDavid, might be enough, even if both goalies are shitters.
But also,
McDavid,
it's not like Edmonton is good. They've been farming wins off of shitter teams.
This is true, but I think
Winnipeg.
If McDavid really wants to, he can just get a 5-point night and win that game for you.
That's the thing about the playoffs. You can't do that. You don't just do that. They played the Blackhawks last year in the play-in.
We have seen very little playoff McDavid. Last year, yes, the Blackhawks won that series, but McDavid was the only player on Edmonton that series.
Yeah.
From someone who watched every game.
But you can't just do that.
Jesus Christ.
You can't do that like a regular season game where you just walk through and play the Canucks.
Actually, I'm going to look at McDavid's playoff.
You realize they played like the Canucks 4 times in a row. McDavid went from like 86 points to 100 in 4 games.
Yes, I do realize this.
That's not going to happen with the playoff Leafs sticking like Wayne Simmons or Ilya Mikheyev, guys that are either fast or are going to get in your face. And that's why I think it'd be more of like a 60-40 thing.
Last year, in the 4 playoff games McDavid played, he was above 2 points per game.
Who was he playing in the playoffs, Diego?
Yes, he was playing Chicago. But
the 12th place, 23rd in the league, Chicago Blackhawks?
But still, 9 points in 4 games. Come on, man.
Man. Okay, swap that out for potential President's Trophy winner Toronto Maple Leafs.
Well, they're not going to be the President's Trophy winner.
They could be. They could. Here's how the Maple Leafs can become the President's Trophy winners. Tonight, San Jose caps off their season with a good regulation win against the Vegas Golden Knights.
Not going to happen.
And then the LA Kings, powered by Akil Thomas, Quinton Byfield, and old-ass Andrei Kopitar, backstopped by Cal Peterson, will beat Colorado twice.
Oh, yeah, shout out
or even just once. And then also Toronto has to beat the Jets, who are shitters. And then also the best team in the league over the last month, Ottawa Senators. So that one might be a little challenging. But
also, I just kind of want to throw out a shout out to myself here in the Fantasy League for just picking up a ton of goaltenders today so Caden can't get goalie stats. So I'm very proud of that, even though he still had goalies playing today. But yeah, I just wanted to shout that out for myself.
Is this the last day?
No, tomorrow is. And tomorrow's I will also be picking up all the goaltenders tomorrow to prevent it.
What's that saying right now? What's the playoff series saying?
Sorry?
What's the score?
He's up 3-2 right now.
Oh, no. Diego. You can't choke in the finals to Caden again.
I need to win hits and goaltender wins. That is all I need to win, and I'm okay.
Well, stay tuned for more of this exciting fantasy analysis. Anyway, that's my conspiracy theory how the Leafs will win the President's Trophy. The Leafs aren't Chicago, and you can't just score 5 points in a game, especially in the playoffs.
I don't know. Against the Leafs of all teams? That seems more likely than other teams.
No.
Pierre-Luc Dupuis, baby.
No, shut up. Okay. These are unpleasant memories.
Wait a minute. Is Winnipeg the Leafs' kryptonite? They have Pierre-Luc Dubois.
It actually is not, because the Leafs are like 7-3 against the Jets. The Jets are gonna have Ehlers. Jets are gonna have Ehlers. Yeah, I don't know how they're third in this. I remember they were breathing down Toronto's neck for first seed.
Yeah, and then now
What
they've
happened?
won like 3 games in their last 10.
They're 2-8-0 in their last 10.
Oh, 2 in their last 10. Jesus.
They were 1-9 before the last game. They are bad, and they're gonna get clapped by Edmonton. I'm talking 4.
Like, it's probably a sweep, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, Scotia North Division predictions, Diego.
Like I said, so it's gonna be.
So we can wrap up and move on.
Leafs Edmonton second round. Right now, I'm fairly confident that Edmonton will pull through and go to the conference finals.
This is a different Leafs team than I have ever seen in the division champs.
So instead of
and the last time
7,
that Toronto,
they'll lose in 6.
The last time that Toronto won their division, they made the Eastern Conference Finals. I've got Toronto over Montreal in 6 games. And Edmonton over Winnipeg in 5. Winnipeg's going to get a win, probably game 3, maybe at home. And then in the North Division Final, Toronto over Edmonton in 5 games.
You're actually like throwing games and stuff out there. I'm just saying, these teams will win. Also,
I know.
You were telling me you have some list you need to present. So I say, no, just throw it out there, man. What's your list?
Should we throw this list out?
Diego? Do you want to wait?
Well, I feel like it would be a nice topper to the whole thing, but if you insist, I would love to read my list.
We can put it as a topper. If you like.
Put it as a topper. All right.
Okay.
Topper. We'll wait. We'll wait till the end. My list, my secret list to be revealed.
Secret list.
And we'll move on to the Mass Mutual East Division, Diego.
This is a hard one, all right?
This is a hard one
because literally anything. I think any team could win any series in this division. You have some teams that are on a bad little run right now. You've the Islanders not doing too hot. Capitals plagued by some injuries.
7-2-1 in their last 10.
Yeah, but
pretty good.
Call me crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But I still think the Islanders are going to beat the Penguins.
Yeah, me too. I could tell you the Islanders.
Penguins have a really strong team right now. Don't get me wrong, and I'm hesitant to say the Islanders will beat the Penguins. But I just feel like we saw it happen 2 years ago, where everyone was picking the Penguins over them in the first round, and then Islanders swept, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did.
I think the Islanders, the way they played,
it was the year of the sweep thing. So Islanders swept the Pens to get swept by the Canes, who got swept by the Bruins, who lost in 7 to the Blues. See, it would have been funny if the Blues swept.
It would have been.
And then lost every regular season game.
Yeah.
The next year.
But I'm still confident in the Islanders there. I just feel like the defensive style they play counteracts the Penguins really well, and I don't the Penguins' goaltending was shocking this year. I didn't think it would hold up as well as it did, but I feel like
Jerry is the best goalie.
I feel like
Jerry's the second best. Jerry is the second best goalie in this division.
Really?
Easily.
Who's your first?
Swagman.
Swagman, of course.
Swagman. Of course. He actually is though. Hold on, let me look up Jeremy Swagman. Swayman. If you would like to come onto the pod, you are the one Bruin I think is cool.
You're allowed. We will buy your jersey.
We will. 7-3-0 with a 150 goals against and a 945. Elite. How can you not love this guy? This guy's incredible. And he's from Alaska.
Actually, okay. Here also, we're throwing this out here right away. So what's going to happen in the Capitals-Bruins series is so the Bruins are going to start Rask. They're going to lose the first 3 games. Rask's going to get blown up in all of them. They're going to start Swayman and win 4 straight. Reverse sweep the Capitals.
Reverse sweep stop?
Because Swayman is too good right now.
I think... Yeah, I don't think they'll start Swayman for sure, but I feel like he deserves... I think he deserves to start. Look at these numbers.
Been that strong this year.
Rask has not been good in a while.
He's had, for him, an off year.
Yeah.
He didn't have a bad year, per se.
Okay.
See, before I would easily say the Capitals would win this series, and then I watched the game last night. Where the Capitals played their basically their actual full roster against the Bruins minor team, and they won by scoring a goal with 4 seconds left to win 2-1.
Yeah, and it was what's his name, the guy who used to be a Penguin, I think.
No,
a Flyer. Michael Raffle. Michael Raffle escaped Philly.
But that alone to me, that does not instill confidence in this guy.
Well, yeah, no.
So if that same Bruins team from last night had Pasternak, Marchand, Hall, Krejci, Bergeron, they would have killed.
Well, how do you know that the Capitals aren't like, we're gonna take it a little easy. We were playing for literally. Were they playing for literally nothing?
They were playing for nothing because they had the tiebreaker.
Oh yeah, because they won. They won.
They had the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
So they were playing for nothing. Yeah. I'll give you that.
So they were playing for literally nothing. But take it easy. Let's not get injured in time for the playoffs.
I'm picking the Bruins to win the series.
Then again, why didn't Bruce Cassidy just play everybody that was supposed to play and give us game number 1? Free preview.
True.
We could have had game 8.
Series. Yeah.
I think the Bruins will win this one too. I think 6 games is a reasonable measure.
I could even see it being 5, to be honest.
Because there's fans down there too, so Boston's definitely going to win. There's something about the playoffs in Boston, and I don't know. I usually see the Bruins winning playoff series. I don't know.
So yeah,
that's just me. I have no clue why.
The Capitals' goaltending has been a shock this year with how good Vanecek and Samsonov have been. But
who's going to start? Sam or Vitek?
Vitek, I think, because not only has Samsonov been in and out either due to COVID protocol or injury or whatever, but I think Vitek's just been the more consistent guy overall, where Samsonov's either had a goated game or an awful game. No in between.
Yeah. And the Capitals, I like the forwards, but it's the time to win is long over. Ovi doesn't care anymore. He has his cup.
So, yeah.
A first-round exit is where Washington's headed until they rebuild. Surprise series MVP, bro. Anthony Mantha. I was just about to say. I think Mantha's popping off. 6-1 for 7 points in 6 games, but Boston's going to win this in 6. That Marchand Pasta Bergie line is different. Having Taylor Hall, Boston is a scary ass team.
Yeah,
they really are. Watching the Boston games, Taylor Hall's like invisible, but like
I see he scores and gets an assist every once in a while.
He does. It's like, no, like he's literally invisible, and then you'll see him all over the score sheet.
Yeah.
This was Taylor Hall's true potential.
True.
Be quietly good and not have to be the guy, like he was everywhere else. It's like, Taylor Hall is not the guy. And my camera is not where it's supposed to be.
Your camera is also not the guy.
Not the guy.
Okay, well, then we have a Boston Islanders
second round.
Which
let's talk about why Pittsburgh's getting eliminated. Bad. Okay, moving on. Boston Islanders second round. I think Boston's coming out of the East.
Boston definitely has the edge there, but
especially with Swagman in net.
We have learned from underrating the Sounders team before. They are a playoff team. They're not a regular season team. They're a playoff team. They sneak into the playoffs and then they do damage. I think the Anders Lee injury is definitely hurting them because Kyle Palmieri is not filling those shoes.
Yeah, I've not heard his name once.
I think he scored like 2
Does he
goals.
play?
I think he scored like 2 goals.
Wow.
But
you know why? It's because they got rid of the beard.
It is because they got rid of the beard.
But, the beard is where the goals were.
Of course, you always got Matt Barzal there. You can hope for him to pop off. But we'll see. It'll be interesting.
That guy's the only offense on that team, though.
Hey, if Tuukka Rask is the starter for Boston, I think there's a chance the Islanders can.
Yeah. Well, I honestly don't know how much you trust a first-year guy like Swagman to
I'm going to use
come in
a
and fill the
soccer
role.
analogy. The Islanders play like a Jose Mourinho-managed soccer team where they score their goal and they park the bus and play defense.
Oh, yeah.
See, Alex
I think I have no idea. I wanted to support you, Diego.
Thank you, man.
I think Boston takes this because Boston just wins, and Boston's team is better. Boston's team is straight up better. Boston scores more goals, and their defense is pretty good too. Their defense can rival the Islanders. And
they've had a lot of defense injuries this year.
That's true, but by playoff time, they should be good.
Also,
they've got
is Anders Lee
like
ruled out?
3 solid lines now.
Is Lee ruled out for the Islanders?
Let's
for
see.
All playoffs. Because if he makes a return, he's an impact player. He will definitely change the outcome.
To undergo ACL surgery. He's out for the rest of the season. Yeah, there's no way in hell. ACL injury. Maybe he'll be back in time for the Cup Finals.
Yeah, but the Islanders aren't making the Cup Finals without him.
We can watch it with his buddies at the pool.
Yeah.
Play some water polo. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think Boston should take an Islanders-Boston series in 5, 6,
yeah,
maybe.
Probably. Shit, yeah. It's scaring me now. They're sounding like Tampa Bay from last year now.
Boston?
Yeah.
Just accidentally going to win. Stumble their way very quietly, kind of like a shitty regular season.
And then now we're going to move to the Central and talk about how the Panthers are going to sweep the Lightning, because the Lightning suck.
Okay. Diego has some weird delusions about Florida sweeping Tampa. I think that before we preview this, let's get out of the way right now. If you're in the comments anywhere saying Nashville's real surprised and they can, you see that.
Juicy Sarah.
No. Saros is good. Kane's goalies are better. And if that's the only edge that you would have had and then you don't have it, you don't have an edge. You're dull. You're not cutting shit. Carolina is going to beat the shit out of Nashville.
We're gonna remember.
And I know I was advocating earlier in the group chat for UC Saros supremacy. Carolina in 4. They're not. No one's gonna score. Who's gonna score?
That's honestly gonna be such a boring series. It's gonna be 2-0 Carolina every game.
I know. Carolina actually has offense though, but they'll just refuse to play it because why risk getting injured in a meaningless 4-game sweep?
They're gonna sit Sebastian now.
Honestly, I would sit players if I was Carolina.
Get Morgan Geeky.
I will go shirtless on Phaneuf Phanboys come 2 weeks from now if Nashville has won this series.
Jesus Christ.
That is my promise. I will go shirtless an entire episode on Phaneuf Phanboys.
Am I allowed to show that? How old are you? Are you 18?
I'm 18. I'm 18. Good. And but here's the deal: if Carolina ends up winning this series, you got to subscribe.
Oh yes, I like that. Okay, yeah.
And if they sweep, you have to click the bell. Does that sound fair?
If Carolina beats Nashville, you have to subscribe, and if they sweep, you click that little bell to stay notified on when we upload or go live.
Because you guys remember the graph.
I think you mean Wait, where's my graph? There's my graph. Oh, this graph. Wait.
This graph, guys?
Wait, I gotta flip it. Wait, how do I do this? I forgot.
This is going to be the graph after Carolina predictably sweeps Nashville.
See, look at it going up for our happiness after you subscribe and press the bell.
This is my happiness after UC Saros gets his teeth kicked in.
Well, shit.
This is not a serious threat, you see. You're going to get your shit stomped, but it's fine. You're the only player on that team anyways.
Okay, well then
Matt Duchene breakout playoff run, 18
points.
That's
not gonna happen. His $8 million is all he wants, and he's just there.
Diego, if Matt Duchene is point per game in the playoffs,
you're
going shitless too. The shitless episode. We'll do it at the pool.
We'll see.
All right.
But next we have
the real series.
Florida-Tampa, which Florida will sweep, and it will also be a boring.
Battle of Florida for the first time ever. Diego thinks, why?
Tampa's offense is struggling right now. Tampa's defense is struggling.
Tampa is slightly injured.
Tampa
I don't know if you knew this.
They're Stamkos,
right? Just slightly, just kind of missing Stamkos and Kucherov and.
Well, Kucherov's supposed to come back for playoffs, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Is he supposed to be back for game 1?
I don't know, but I do know that he's supposed to be back for the playoffs.
I still think Florida wins because Joel Quenneville does not lose to Tampa Bay in a playoff series.
It's only happened once,
and he
didn't do it.
And he has a perfect win rate. I'm just saying, man.
Incredible. I think that this will be a very interesting series. I think that Florida
in 5.
I think that Mackenzie Weegar has done a great job stepping up for Aaron Ekblad.
Mackenzie Weegar is good.
That I did not expect at all. Florida's 8-0 on a 6-game win streak to end the season. They won 6 in a row to steal home ice in the Battle of Florida, and playoff tickets are on sale right now for $22.50. You guys, go to a Florida game, I guess. Panthers, it's gonna be weird. Well, actually, it's not gonna be weird. It's gonna be nice to see a normal amount of fans attending a Florida Panthers game in the playoffs.
He said the funny.
I said the funny, guys.
They have no fans.
Now you have to like the video because it was hilarious.
Joke's on you now. You gotta like it.
It's on you guys. If no fans' jokes are funny, you need to go back to school.
Exactly.
Anyways, so Florida, Tampa.
Then Florida.
I lost my train. Anyway, yeah. Tampa has the better offense if everybody's back. If Stammer and Cooch.
Tampa has the better offense. Yes. But Florida's offense.
If everybody's back.
But Florida's offense plays in both zones.
I think Alex Barkov is massively overrated by everybody calling him underrated. He's now officially properly rated.
Because even though he was over a point per game this year, which is always impressive at the NHL level, I don't think his offensive tendencies are nearly as much of an impact as his defensive ones.
Right? He's like kind of balls over there.
He's
carried by Hubie Doobie Doo.
He doesn't play with Hubie.
There's a certain ginger.
Okay, now I think you're underrating him. He plays with Verhaeghe and Duclair. And he had 58 points in 50 games.
Whoa. Okay, so he is not declared. He's declared by Anthony. I think Anthony Duclair is definitely a very solid player. And Carter Verhaeghe
the only thing
looking for some revenge on Tampa letting him go.
Oh, that is true. Oh, I think he's actually popped off against Tampa this year. I don't have the exact stats, but I think he has like a goal in almost.
Florida has a very good chance of winning this series. Here's the thing. A lot of the NHL playoffs is about goaltending, which is why the North Division is so up in the air, because the two teams that have good goalies suck ass, and the two teams that are good have shitter goalies.
No, man. There are two good goaltenders in the North, and neither of them are in the playoffs.
Are you stupid, bro?
Thatcher Demko and Philip Gustafson.
Thatcher Demko and Braden Holtby. Playoff performer. Listen.
Yeah.
Connor Hellebuck is still good. I don't know what you're talking about. I know the Jets have been bad, but Connor Hellebuck is good.
Connor Hellebuck is still goated.
Connor Hellebuck is still good. The Central probably has the best goaltending of any of these playoff races.
Hey, Bob's been good this year. Like, I wouldn't say he's like anywhere near Vezina caliber, but he's been good this year.
It's not 2019 Bob. We all remember the last time Bobrovsky did play Tampa Bay in the playoffs. Florida's getting home ice in the playoffs. To be fair, they do tend to do that and then still lose in the first round, but Florida is the only team in the league more pathetic than Toronto. So we'll see which streak of patheticity ends here, and if they both end up winning, let's see who wins the second round.
Yes, but Florida also has Joel Quenneville as his coach, so as long as they don't play Nashville, he's okay.
Nashville sweeps Carolina. Set up a Florida-Nashville second round.
No.
Could you imagine another Nashville 16-seed miracle run? That would suck.
I don't want to watch that.
Nobody would like this.
So boring,
Their jerseys are so ugly and yellow, and you'd have to watch Ryan Johansson every other night. It's like, wow.
Jesus Christ. Become a Matt Duchene fan again.
Do his best Pierre-Luc Dubois impression, except he's actually trying.
Yeah. Okay.
To be fair, Dubois was trying to be traded. But we can agree
that we have a Florida-Carolina second round.
I don't know.
No? You're leaning Tampa.
I think it's Tampa. I think Florida just has the choke gene.
Well, I think if it's Tampa, then Carolina goes to the conference final. And if it's Florida, Florida goes to the conference final.
I think no matter what, Carolina goes to the conference final. Carolina's the best team in the league.
Yes, and I can't really say much to argue why I think they're going to lose in the second round. I just feel it. I just feel the second round.
You got that gut feeling? That's me right now, knowing that North Division playoffs start in 5 days.
Not confident enough in Peter Mrazek, even though he has been like insane this year.
Well, you don't have to play Peter Mrazek. That's the great thing about the Hurricanes. You got Ned.
Also young, and he doesn't have a lot of experience.
Who cares? Time to make some experience.
And a few times Ned played Chicago, we scored goals on him. So that's.
Well, yeah. Jack Campbell is statistically the best goalie in the NHL. and even the Senators scored on them. So
that's fair. That is fair. But
that's
fair. I don't know what it is with Carolina. I just don't.
You just see it falling apart. Maybe it was a little too easy for them this season. But then again, they don't even have the most wins in the division. That's Florida. Carolina lost their way to the top spot.
Yeah.
36, 12, and 8 over 37, 14, and 5.
True champs.
37 and 19 lost the division to 36 and 20.
Yeah.
This is why the NHL is a joke. Because of the loser points.
Oh, it should be 3 points for a win, 1 point for an
no
overtime loss.
I think they should get rid of. I think they should get rid of the point system. They should do it like all the other leagues. Just go win-loss.
No, I'm okay with points, but I think.
Then again, if we go win-loss,
I think regulation win is 3 points. Overtime win is 2 points. Overtime loss is 1.
Yeah, we can go with win-loss. Sure.
I'm not a win-loss fan.
Now that I know the Oilers are, I don't know. There's something nice about win-loss. It's like, yes, we won. Not like, but they got a point. And then points are so stupid. Like, I feel like when I'm talking to like a basketball fan, it's like, yeah, we got 80 points. You got what? 80 points.
Yeah. But anyway, so we can unanimously agree that Florida is the best team in the Central.
No, we can't. I think it's going to be Carolina over Tampa in the second round. I think Florida, the miracle ends here. I think this was fine enough to show that you can do it. Honestly, and you can do this.
It's hard for
I'm aware the Tampa Cap, the Tampa Cup hangover is probably going to be pretty bad, especially because it was so soon.
Yeah.
But I think Tampa is just way more experienced.
I don't know.
Than this Florida team.
I can see the full Florida Miracle run. I can see the Florida Miracle Cup run, to be honest with you.
Florida versus Tampa season.
Oh, I think Florida swept the floor with them.
Let's see.
How we looking?
What the hell?
What?
I have no idea. Okay, when does the season start? Okay. 1, 1-1, 2-1, 2-3, 5-3. So Florida went 5-3, but they lost in overtime one time. So Florida was 5-2-1. Okay, I just had to do a little bit of math, Diego. I'm sorry. That was NHL.
Yes, MQ.net. I searched it up and I found it.
Okay, I did too, but I don't know why I did that. Whatever. 5-2-1. Fine. You know what? I'm actually gonna flip flop in the middle of an episode. Yeah, let's go Florida. Go Cats.
Let's go Florida. Yeah.
Go Cats. However,
Joel Quenneville's the Stanley Cup winning coach. Okay.
You know what? Florida in 5.
Florida in 5. That's what I'm saying, man.
Florida in 5.
Florida in 5.
And then Carolina in 7. That'll be our game 7.
Florida in 7. Yeah. All right, let's move on to the boring division, where I don't even want to talk about it because it's so boring, which is going to be Vegas is obviously going to choke to St. Louis. Okay, so Vegas is going to
Vegas also underrated playoff chokage, but they just haven't been here
long. Colorado is going to choke to Minnesota. I'm just saying. Minnesota has the best defensive defense in that division.
Minnesota also has historically got Colorado's number in the playoffs.
True. And hot take, Cam Talbot's the best starter in the West.
And even hotter take, you're a moron.
Thank you. I hear that a lot. Yeah. But I just love me some Cam Talbot, man. Do I need to buy a Cam Talbot Wild jersey?
You have enough of those. You got a Rangers jersey, man.
I have a Rangers jersey. It doesn't say Talbot on it, though. But I have an Oilers Talbot jersey.
Oh, Oilers Talbot. I thought the Rangers was Talbot.
My Rangers is blank.
Rangers Talbot.
What?
Why?
I used to be a Rangers fan.
And the guy on the back of the jersey was Blid?
No, it was blank.
Oh, it was just blank.
Wait,
I thought some dude named Blid was on the back there. I was like,
no, it
it sounds familiar, but
no, I was
let's
a
go on
fan
Hockey
when they
DB. I
had
know
St.
this.
Louis, McDonough, Nash, Talbot, even though Talbot was the backup. But
I loved Marty St. Louis over on the Rangers.
absolute GOAT.
Absolute GOAT. Hold on. I know this has to be Anton Blid. He played in the NHL. And he was from Molinik, Sweden. Yeah, he's a Bruin. I knew it. Okay. We can go back to talking about the West Division. Vegas is
so anyway,
going...
the Wild are just going to sweep the floor with everyone and win the division, yeah.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
I think Vegas is going to hold on here. Los Angeles can win one, right?
You mean St. Louis?
I mean, what?
You said Los Angeles.
Los Angeles can win one against the Avs because the matchups aren't set.
Season. I thought you were talking about playoffs.
Yeah,
okay.
The matchups aren't set in stone right now, so Colorado could conceivably steal from Vegas.
I don't think that's going to happen, but I think either way, whoever plays St. Louis will
All
win,
you have to do is beat the Kings twice. But then that means San Jose has to lose. Actually, no. No, this is completely in Colorado's hands because Colorado has a tiebreaker on Vegas anyways.
Do they?
Yep.
No, but
33 regulation wins to 29.
If Vegas wins the game, it's over, though.
No.
No?
If Vegas wins, Colorado can just win out and then take first place.
Really?
Yeah.
I swear.
Because they have the tiebreaker. This is serious.
Shoot,
which means there's two possible West Division playoffs.
No, they don't. If Vegas wins,
they do.
If Vegas wins, Vegas has the tiebreaker. The first tiebreaker is wins.
I thought it was regulation wins.
Is it? I thought it was just wins in general.
No, it's regulation wins.
Oh, okay.
Regulation wins is the first tiebreaker, then regulation overtime wins.
Well, shit.
Yeah. Which means Vegas... Okay, so there's two possible West Division playoffs. How do they play out, Diego?
Like I said, no matter what, whoever plays St. Louis will win, and whoever plays Minnesota will lose.
I don't think so. I think so to the first part. I think St. Louis is done in...
No matter what.
I think Blues might... I think this is my underdog upset team.
Blues will win a game, I think, but I don't.
Upset watch. Colorado, St. Louis, should it happen? I will take St. Louis in 7.
I could see Colorado upsetting... I could see St. Louis upsetting Colorado, but not Vegas.
Vegas will win in 4.
Colorado's just a choker team.
They are. Underrated playoff chokers. Think about it. The Stars series last year, choke job. They don't
come back in the Star series, and then they just fell short. Like, Dallas was up 3-1, weren't they?
Yeah, how are you going to choke that? Still.
Well, Dallas was the one.
Still a choke. Still a choke. It's still a choke because they were the higher seed.
True. Okay.
How are you going to let Dallas 3-1 then 4-3 you?
Dallas choked until overtime of Game 7.
Kiviranta, JFK, baby. What happened to that guy?
You just kind of got demoted to third line and disappeared.
Shame. Rick Bonus. Shame on you. I think, St. Louis could upset Colorado. I'd book that for 7. And I think that Vegas will beat Minnie. But in the other scenario where Vegas wins...
And playoff Cam Talbot, I'm just saying. Playoff Cam Talbot.
Come on, man. Come on. Let's be reasonable here.
Let's
be reasonable,
I'm pulling
Diego.
up Cam Talbot's playoff stats right
Vegas is the best team in the West. They're not the best team in the league, but they're the best team in the West. Their forwards are so crazy.
Okay, let me throw it out there for you. Last year, on that Calgary team, Cam Talbot posted a .924 save percentage.
How many games?
10. His career in the playoffs is a .923 save percentage. So that's with the Edmonton run in 2016-17 and the Calgary run in 19-20. And he played 2 games for New York in 13-14.
That's really not a huge sample size.
Well, in the ones where he was actually a starter, that's 23 games.
Mm-hmm.
And he posted a .924 save percentage in both of those years.
Mm-hmm. Wow, Vegas is banged up a bit. Ryan Reeves, Tomas Nosek, Peyton Krebs.
Good,
I think Krebs is done for a while. Martinez is day-to-day, and Patches is day-to-day.
I'm also just throwing out there, Minnesota has goated playoff performer Matt Zuccarello.
Zook. Okay, Zook, I'll give you. I think the Wild they're just inexperienced.
Zook, and they aren't, bro, he's been in a cup final.
But they're inexperienced, and their team is not gonna win, especially over. I think Colorado they have a better chance with. If it ends up being Vegas, just book it. But I think this isn't the year for the Wild, and I also think the Wild are a team that's going to be very prone to falling off. I think next year we could see the Wild in the 20s.
I see Minnesota being the West shocker coming out of there.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's kind of like the Knicks this season. Like, it's a surprise you're here, but if you don't win the Cup this year, you're seller next year. You know what I mean? Like, everybody knows the Knicks are going to be 13th in the East next year. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
It's magic. It's like a lightning in the bottle thing, and Minnesota has to use it while they have it. I think they have a better chance if they're going to play Colorado, but Vegas, led by first-line center Chandler Stevenson, is just better. Vegas is so lethal, and I think they have the best goalies in the playoffs.
Leonard's been struggling this year, though.
So don't play him because Fleury is obviously better. As long as there's no swords and backs, random ass forced drama by agents.
Play better on that shitty Chicago team than he's playing in Vegas.
Because I don't know. Maybe he just needs to carry. Maybe that's his thing.
Good when he needs to be.
Good when he has to be. Typical Swede.
Erik Karlsson style?
More than likely, I'm seeing a Vegas-Colorado second round, where I think Vegas takes it. I don't know if you remember when we did the episode.
Minnesota coming to the conference finals.
Okay, sure, whatever.
Forget our other episode. That was awful playoff predictions, but
I want to put it out there that I was pretty accurate in my take. I looked at my paper, and although I said St. Louis would fall off and Arizona would nab that last playoff spot, I had Vegas, Colorado, and Mini at 1, 2, and 3, and I had Vegas winning the Cup. I'm pretty sure I was 100% successful in the Central. Right on the money in the East, even though I had New York Islanders in first place, but let's not talk about that. And the North Division, I was wrong. I said it would be Jets. I said it'd be Edmonton, Jets, Leafs, Habs. Because I think the Leafs were in the middle of like a 3-game losing streak, and I panicked and overreacted.
Typical Leafs fan.
Yeah. But anyway, Vegas was my Cup winner in that episode, and I think right now Vegas very likely to be the Cup winner also. All right. They have the goaltending, they have the defense, and they have the forwards. This is the closest thing that we have, especially when they get back from their injuries, to a perfect team.
They're in the same spot as the Hurricanes are for me. Like, I can't give a good reason. I'm just not feeling it.
You're just not feeling it. But who's gonna? You're feeling the Wild. I know.
I'm feeling the Wild.
Me too. I think it is kind of like the Magic thing with Minnesota. Like, it's just
Minnesota Miracle.
Something about it. It's like the Minnesota Miracle Man, Kirill Kaprizov.
I think it's going to be Talbot, but okay.
First season is going to be a rough playoff outing for Kaprizov, and put it out there. He's going to get rocked by the bigger hits, the upward intensity.
He's trying to dance around everyone. He's just going to get stuck.
Yeah, and it's the playoffs, and you can't do that here. So he might have a tough time adjusting. It's about what everybody can do around him. And I think he's like Kevin Fiala is a great player.
Exactly.
Kevin Fiala is a perfect sidekick over there in Minnesota for Kirill Kaprizov. Yeah. But I think Minnesota has to know that this is like go or bust year. Like, make the conference finals, make the cup final, like, win it. Because next year you're going to be selling.
Edmonton, though.
I don't think Edmonton will be selling next year.
Oh,
I think Edmonton needs...
I don't think they need selling, but I think this is the best path they're going to have for years.
Well, same thing with Toronto. Because come next year, if everything is normal, they're back in the division with Tampa, Toronto. Sorry, they are Toronto. With Tampa, Boston, and now Florida.
Ottawa next year.
And Buffalo.
Ottawa next year,
yeah. So it's only going to get harder from here. Edmonton and Toronto, it should be a grudge match in the second round.
I don't know if I've thrown that out here.
Winnipeg or Montreal ruin those plans.
I don't know if I've thrown that out here on this yet, but Ottawa's making the playoffs next year in a wild card spot.
I could see that. They've been
I'm throwing that out
there. They've been great since Game 30, I think.
I'm pretty sure if you take away everyone's games against Edmonton this year, Ottawa's in a playoff spot.
But why would you just take away the games against Edmonton?
Because Edmonton is the team that swept Ottawa for 9 games.
I'm pretty sure if you take away everybody's games against Edmonton, Winnipeg is first. Winnipeg went like 1-8.
I think it's Winnipeg, Toronto, Montreal, Ottawa. If you do that.
Yeah. No, yeah, because Toronto's been great, but we farmed points off Edmonton.
No, actually, I think Toronto would still be above Winnipeg in that scenario.
Okay, well, we went 6-2-1, so you'd have to take away 13 points. So if you took away 13 points from us, we'd be at 63. Yeah, so we'd be ahead of Winnipeg.
Yeah.
To foul.
But and that's enough Ottawa talk for now. Speaking of Ottawa, they're about to play. Let's speed this up. I want to watch. Or no, not Ottawa. Sorry, it's Montreal Edmonton now. Still.
Is that what, like a 5:00 game?
5:00 game, yeah.
Random 5:00 game in the middle of the week. Nice.
So now that you have your Final Four and I have my Final Four, who's your Cup final out of those 4 teams?
My Cup final will be. Drumroll, please. Thank you, Diego. I think we're gonna get a Carolina-Toronto Cup final.
Carolina-Toronto.
Yes.
So
this is the year.
Hear me out. Game 7. In third period, game is tied 3-3. Carolina has Nedeljkovic in net because Peter Mrazek's already gone down with injury. All of a sudden, driving the net is Zach Hyman. Nedeljkovic gets hurt.
No. I know where this is going.
David Ayers going into the net. Faces 20 shots in the last 10 minutes of the game. Stops all of them. Seconds dying down. In comes Teuvo Teravainen on a breakaway. He shoots it
Stop by Jack Campbell.
No, he shoots it right at Frederick Anderson,
corner.
Who's awful and just lets it go in.
No.
Carolina Hurricanes winning Game 7 4-3. David Ayers first to lift the cup, wins the Conn Smythe.
No.
No?
That was terrible. That was just my fan fiction from last week, Diego.
Yeah, Alexis left from your fan fiction.
No comment. I think that this is Toronto's best year, and I think this is Toronto's best team ever. I don't know if they'll win the cup, so I'm not going to drop a cup final prediction, but I think Toronto, this is the best year. You have to do it, especially if we've got that Final Four of what I said was Boston, Toronto, Carolina, and Vegas. It looks like it would be a Boston, Vegas first round. Wait, that wouldn't make sense. Huh.
Well,
Toronto, Vegas, and the Leafs win in 6.
For mine, I'm not going to say the conference
Toronto,
finals.
Boston Cup final. No.
I'm not going to say my conference finals because
it's so weird the way they reseeding.
I have Islanders and Edmonton in there, and Edmonton still has games, so they could pass Islanders overall.
Mm-hmm.
So that would change.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how it's going to end up, but I guess I kind of do. I'm saying Edmonton, Florida is my cup final.
Okay.
And hear me out. Game 1, Radko Gudas slew-foots McDavid, injures him, out for the series, Florida sweeps.
No. Josh Archibald will carry the Oilers to a cup.
I think Florida wins the cup.
You think Florida's the cup final winner?
I think Florida has the miracle run.
I don't want to jinx anything,
My only
and I'm not going to say.
My only concern with Florida is the center depth.
Mm-hmm.
Because Barkov is your first line center, and then it's Wenberg, who I know has had a good year this year. But Wenberg is your second line center. Like,
it's shaky.
Like, they definitely have the winger talent.
Hubes.
Huberdeau, Hornquist, Duclair, Verhaeghe's had a good year.
This is also a really good year for Florida. Because next year, you're combining the Central with the best of the Atlantic, too.
I could so see Florida
They're on an up and up?
No, I could see Florida winning the Cup this year and missing the playoffs next
year. No.
I don't know.
Unless you think Ottawa is taking that wild card.
No. I think that Florida will make the playoffs next year, but I could see them missing.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, well, it would make sense. Florida moment, but still, it's a little far fetched. I think.
Okay, but now we've gone through everything. What's the list?
We have.
What's the list, Alex?
Diego wants to know about my mystery list.
What's the list?
In honor of the playoffs starting on Saturday, I compiled a list of top 10 in no particular order.
Playoff series?
Playoff classics.
So
from the last
number one is 2013 Leafs.
5 years. From the last 5 years. Starting
you're
2017.
Gonna have you bet Nashville sweeping Chicago on here? Oh God.
Okay.
It is.
We have.
Oh no. Oh no.
In no particular order. I'm just gonna read it out from 10 to 1 that I listed. Avs Stars Game 7 2020. That's the only bubble game I've put on here. That's just funny.
That's just funny. That's the only. What about the Vegas Canucks Game 7 was a solid game.
It was at 10:30 and nobody watched.
It was 2-1 Vegas. Thatcher Demko stood on his head. Leonard robbed Brock Besser backdoor.
Yeah, but there's just 9 straight up better games on here.
Okay, fine, go off.
And this one had the JFK, the beginning of JFK at least. And they are not going home.
We are not going home.
They are going home now.
Anyway.
So Avs Stars Game 7 2020, that is my number 10, even though this is in no particular order. Number 9, a classic from the 2019 Western Conference first round, Sharks and Knights.
Oh my God, the controversial.
Very controversial moment. It birthed Vegas becoming really toxic and unlikable.
Edmonton's about to slaughter Montreal tonight. Caden Primo start. Ooh, McDavid 6-point night. Here we go.
Oh my God.
Okay, anyway, go. Continue.
Caden Primo, this one's for you. So Sharks Knights, on top of the controversy, an incredible comeback, and of course, how can you hate Gord Miller calling a game? I love Gord Miller. That guy's awesome.
Right. What's next on your
list? It was also marked the last time that Erik Karlsson didn't suck. An assist to Barclay Goodrow. That would be the last point of his career, probably. Yeah. I don't know.
All right.
Number 8, Jets at Knights, Game 1, 2018.
Okay. Oh, that was a good series in general. That was a really good series.
Was it? It kind of ended in 5.
It did end in 5?
Just to hear the hype... It would be the one when I always bandwagon the Jets in the playoffs when the Leafs do the inevitable.
Oh, I was so hard on the Jets that year. Yeah.
I love watching the whiteout. I love watching them over in Winnipeg.
True North. That became
and the atmosphere was just incredible.
That was so good because remember all of our gym classes from that day on.
True North.
Whenever they played the Canadian anthem, we were those.
Oh, that was so great. I love watching the Jets during that 2018 playoff run. The Jets were an incredible team that year. And Game 1, when they won, and the only game that they won, gave us a little too much hope. But either way, that was just a classic and a good game in general. And I love watching the Jets win.
Game number 4. What is next?
Number 7, Sens Rangers Game 2, 2017. I'm a sucker for afternoon playoff games. I love the warm weather, and I love coming inside, and it's like the middle of the day.
I'm going to take a bold guess. Mm-hmm. That's not your only game from that Senators playoff run. Is it?
It actually is.
Oh, wow. Come on, man. You don't have the game where...
Clark MacArthur buries the Bruins. That was a good one too, and it was also in the afternoon.
Was that the same game where Carlson did the lob pass to Hoffman?
The lob pass. Here's the thing. That series wasn't...
For that play alone, that is a historic playoff game.
That was an incredible playoff run. But once again, it's just kind of the thing that happened with the Knights Game 7. It was just there's just other better games.
Chris Kunitz really ended their franchise, man.
Yeah, that one wasn't so great. It was pretty good, but I also have to remember that was Game 7. It was kind of just underwhelming Game 7, Not enough.
All right. What's next?
Great action. Well, I have to explain this game. Game 2, afternoon game. I love afternoon playoff games. And sorry,
bro, I love afternoon to watch, man.
I love afternoon playoff games, and JGP scored 4 goals that game, including a double OT winner.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Number 6, Columbus-Tampa Game 4, 7-3 W, Columbus's first ever playoff series win, and Steven Stamkos playing soccer with the game on the line.
Panarin in the handshake line.
Excellent. Number 5, Tampa Caps Game 7, 2018. Great Game 7. Tampa gets shut out for the second game in a row. Alexander Ovechkin scores seconds in. He's super hyped. And it was also Andrei Burakovsky being useful for the first time in his career with a 2-goal performance.
Yep. All right. Keep them going.
Number 4, Blues Stars Game 7, 2019. Vince Dunn ended up scoring a goal.
I hate the Blues.
I think Vince Dunn scored...
the Blues.
I think Vince Dunn scored twice that game. KHL man, N-word man, Vince Dunn scores twice in that game. And Matt Zuccarello gets a goal.
Next.
Stars tie it up late. And then in double OT, Rob Thomas off the post. So smooth. Poked in by Patrick Maroon. And of course, legendary Kenny Albert calling that. That right there was the Stars was the Blues championship moment.
All right, next.
Number 3, Preds Ducks Game 6, 2017. A tie game.
Snooze series. Get out of here.
Snooze series? What are you talking about?
Awful series.
Tied game.
Boring.
3-3 up until Colton Sisson's random hat trick to win it, and of course the legendary Paul Romanuk calling that game.
All right, what's
making
number
2? My ears bleed with every skiers. Bullseye.
Okay, what's number 2?
And that would also mean the 8 seed Predators, who had swept in the first round.
That was coming into that playoffs. That was okay, the one Stanley Cup final I don't want is Pittsburgh Nashville.
Preds Pens Game 6. A controversy.
Nick Vanino.
That could have sent this series to 7.
Nick Vanino.
Patrick Hornquist putting a puck.
Okay. Yeah.
No, it wasn't. It was Patty Hornquist putting a puck off of Pecorine's ass to win the Stanley Cup.
It was Hornquist? It wasn't Bonino?
No, it wasn't Bonino. It was Hornquist. I guess they look the same with the beard. And lastly, Oilers Ducks Game 5, 2017. One of the most memorable collapses of
my God.
Not only officiating, but also a team. And
that was so sad.
The birth of Scory Poggy as a playoff GOAT. Honorable mentions. Caps Golden Knights Game 5. Penn Sens Game 7.
Was the Game 5 when Holtby made the stick save?
No, I think that was Game 2. Game 5 was the one that Caps won the series. Incredible game.
Won that. Yeah.
Jets Preds Game 7.
Oh, I remember that. Back when Subban used to swim.
It was the least lopsided 5-1 win of all time.
Yeah.
A 5-1 game that the Predators deserved to win, but Connor Hellebuck stole it.
That was a good series all around. That Predators-Jets series. That was a really good series.
It was the 2 best teams in the league, and they had to play each other in the second round. Incredible. NHL seeding.
I'm gonna throw out an honorable mention. 2016 Blackhawks Predators. Wait, was that 2016 or was that
17.
2017. Blackhawks Predators Game 3, where Chicago ends Pekarine's 3-game shutout streak with a David Kampf goal in the third period.
That guy's been on that team forever.
Cole Caulfield scored. Why did I drop him from fantasy? Damn it.
Damn it,
Cole. Wait, did I drop him? Let's see.
Cockcold. Anyways, that was my top 10, the best playoff classics the last 5 years. Let's make some more this year.
Yes.
More good games.
And with that, thank you very much for watching.
And also Toronto-Columbus Game 4.
Sure. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff that makes us feel happy inside.
And remember to honor all the promises I made you make.
Exactly.
Grow the channel. Share this with your friends. Share this with your recreation fitness leadership teacher.
Shout out to Mr. Derry.
And Mr. Cozy. Pay your taxes.
Pay your taxes. But for now, that's Alex. I'm Diego. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you back next time. See ya. Okay,
good show.